So let's talk to somebody who lived it, okay? And is speaking out now with her own concerns. Lindy Lee joining us now. Lindy, thank you very much for taking the opportunity.
I'm a huge fan of yours. I've watched you for like a decade, so thank you so much for having me.
Well, it is good to be here, and let's start just.
Damn, he didn't even say thank you or or welcome. He didn't care.
You for a second with this question. What are you doing talking about what happened in the campaign and absolutely putting a target on your head, let alone your back? Why would you do this?
If we don't confront reality, if we don't address these very serious issues, we're going to keep losing. And I really like what you've said, earlier in the segment. If we don't recognize that America is shifting rightward, we are going to keep losing. If we don't have a financial accountability and some sort of very serious accounting of how exactly we spent $1 billion in 2 to 3 months, how our donors and even everyday Americans.
She blew $1 billion in pretty much 2 to 3 months, 2.5 months. If you donated to the Harris campaign, we're not even going to talk about her choice for vice president, her running mate, because he was a disaster. I'm not even going to mention his name. Oh my gosh, yo. $1 billion, 2 to 3 months. $1 billion she blew.
Who gave their $10 and $25 ever going to trust the Democratic Party again? We need a serious postmortem to show that we're learning the lessons, that we are exposing everything that went wrong, and that we are going to do better in the future. We can't just throw everything under the rug and assume that daddy's going to fill the piggy bank again.
What do you think of these allegations of what Oprah, either they paid the production company or they didn't. I've never heard of people getting paid for endorsements. Paid to perform, maybe, but usually they give it. But do you believe it?
It's not a matter of believing. It's literally.
Look who they got in the background. What they're telling you. They're telling you Kamala Harris was out there just spending money loosely. Look who they got in the background. Megan Thee Stallion. Just because you're going to the hood, it doesn't mean you got to bring the hood on stage.
And she can deny it however much she wants to, but it says Harper Productions on the FEC report. I really don't know how you get around that. It's her company, and she may not have gotten paid personally as a person, but it paid her company. So I think this is a matter of semantics. She got paid. And it's just, if my donors had known beforehand that the money would be dispersed this way, I do not think they would have given. It's a sacred trust. These people, a lot of my donors have worked hard all their lives. And again, these are everyday Americans around the country. I didn't just deal with big donors. I also fund.
Y'all, you see all the stars that she had pop up on that, town hall? Chris Rock, Ben Stiller, all those other people. It didn't work. What's that telling us? That's telling us people don't care about celebrities no more. Beyonce knows. Matter of fact, Bayhive was out there thinking that they were going to get a free concert from Beyonce because Kamala Harris and her campaign promoted a concert, a performance by Beyonce, which never happened. So they turned around and started booing Kamala Harris. This is what was happening. This was a catastrophe, y'all. This has got to have ever been the worst campaign. This was far worse than Hillary Clinton's campaign run. Hillary did better. Let's keep watching.
Grassroots donors who gave $25, as I mentioned.
Jennifer Lopez.
Did something called Geeks and Nerds for Harris. People are giving like $10 to $15. These are people, some people are living paycheck to paycheck. So it's a sacred trust for them to give money to a campaign. It is our utmost responsibility to use that money in a responsible manner and to not treat it as OPM, which is other people's money. If we can't handle campaign money the right way, how can taxpayers, how can Americans possibly trust us that we would handle taxpayer money the right way?
Facts.
Did you think you were going to lose?
This is a very hard question. Very hard. So we were told 100% that we were going to win up until I think 9 to 10 p.m. on election night, which is stunning. I had a DNC official telling me on the night of that we were going to win ruby red Iowa. And I was just I just was wondering if he thought I was stupid. He said it in earnest. I also found out that the guy's being pushed out, the same guy who said it to me. Actually, I think the entire DNC leadership is going to change in the next couple of months. There's going to be hell to pay. This is not a 2016 loss. This is a shellacking. This is not a squeaker race. This is a resounding defeat. It pains me to say that. As you said, I put a target on my back. Actually, you'd be surprised that I have dozens of donors blowing up my phone telling me to stay the course. They may not have the guts to say it or the platform, but they want me to keep going because it's their money too. And we let the American people down.
I'm going to end there. We let the American people down. You heard what she said? This is not a 2016 loss. This is not a Hillary Clinton loss. That's what I just said. This is way worse. Now, I'm going to rewind the tape, and we're going to look at some of the celebrities. I got to put my glasses on for this one, though. If y'all saw the celebrities that endorsed Kamala Harris, we're going to take a look here, all right? So we're going to pause the tape right here. Hold on. Let me get my glasses, y'all. Like I said, this is not my usual setup, but I'm actually traveling right now, so I put together my equipment. Taylor Swift. These are some, not all. Some of the high-end endorsements, I would say, are celebrity endorsements. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Julia Roberts, George Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, Robert De Niro, Jennifer Lopez, Ricky Martin. All the sassy guys endorse Kamala. Megan Thee Stallion, Leonardo DiCaprio, Eminem, Bruce Springsteen. Let's keep going. Ben Stiller, Lady Gaga, Fat Joe, Rihanna, LeBron James, Jennifer Aniston, John Bon Jovi, Lizzo, Katy Perry, Harrison Ford. Look, and the list goes on, y'all. And the list goes on. We're not even talking about all the black celebrities that endorsed Kamala. So let me tell you, celebrities did not pack a punch when it comes to compelling the American people who to vote for. They were misleading the American people to vote for Kamala Harris. That's what they were doing. And it backfired. It backfired huge. This is what Donald Trump did. Donald Trump met with the American people. If you really watch this campaign, he came downstairs and started shaking hands and rubbing shoulders with the American people. He was in McDonald's. He was in a garbage truck. He was at construction sites. He was at where the blue-collared workers were, and he was shaking hands, and he met them where they wanted to be met. Kamala wasn't doing that. She was busy paying celebrities to endorse her, and it backfired. Then after blowing over $1 billion in 2.5 to 3 months, she owed $20 million.
Kamala Harris's campaign has ended in financial turmoil, according to multiple media reports. Despite raising over $1 billion, the campaign has reportedly finished at least $20 million in the hole. According to a Politico reporter, two sources say Harris's campaign is now $20 million in debt, after raising over $1 billion and still having $118 million in the bank as of October 16th. FEC filings confirmed the Harris campaign had a total of more than $1 billion raised, spending approximately $900 million of it by mid-October. But 3 weeks later, even that $100 million left over was dried up and then some. In contrast, Harris raised twice as much as Trump. FEC filings show Trump's campaign raised less than $400 million and still held a cash reserve of $36 million. Inside the campaign, staffers were reportedly unhappy with the handling of finances, with some still allegedly waiting on overdue payments for their work.
Let that sink in. Thank you for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and tell me what you think. Drop your comments in the comment section. I want to hear from you as well. What you think about, Kamala Harris, Oprah Winfrey, all these celebrities endorsing or getting paid to endorse Kamala Harris. See you in the next video. Peace.